Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. About Billions fighter Robert Easter Jr. shoots down Mikey Garcia's excuses for him choosing Lipinets over a fight with himself. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We are working. Now, January 20th, can't get here soon enough. Main event, Errol Spence Jr., Lamont Peterson. Good fight. On the undercard, they threw on Robert Easter Jr. versus Javier Fortuna, who is a champion in the division below. He was a champion, and he's moving up for the opportunity to fight Easter Jr. He's confident. He says he could knock out Easter Jr., and the ref will have to save him or something. But they just did a press conference, or actually a conference call today, and Easter responded to Mikey Garcia. Because if you guys remember, Ego rumor mill, there was some talks that Mikey Garcia may face Robert Easter Jr. Showtime had an interest in it, and I'm going to read what Robert Easter Jr. said on today's conference call. Robert Easter Jr. says, "That's just a lame excuse to not fight. I don't produce enough fans. What is Sergey Lipinets? No disrespect to him, but what? Come on now. Everybody knows that is not true. I have fans all over the world. My fan base is big. Like I said, man, it don't matter if we fought in a room with nobody. It shouldn't even matter. If the money's good and the contract's good, then we should fight. I wouldn't care about fighting in front of nobody because I know what I'm going to do." He goes on to say, if I was that much an easy fight, the fight would have been made off the offer they gave Mikey Garcia. It would have been made. It just doesn't make sense. All these excuses. I don't make no excuses. I'm coming to fight, and they know that. I wanted the Mikey Garcia fight. It was serious on my side. I don't care where, how much, none of that. I wanted the fight. I heard, at first it was I didn't produce enough fans, or the fight didn't make sense, which that didn't make sense, and some other excuses the guy came up with. But like I said, I was ready to fight whenever, whatever, or how much. It didn't even matter. End quote. Robert Easter Jr. Now, my thoughts are simple. First, I personally haven't heard Mikey Garcia say the fan base reason. I did hear and see headlines where Mikey Garcia was saying he didn't like the money offered in the particular fight. So I'm not saying he did or didn't say it. I'm just saying I haven't seen Mikey Garcia say that. However, if he did use Robert Easter don't have a fan base, then I don't think I agree with Easter Jr. if he did say that, because that's a poor excuse for unification. I mean, at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. Obviously, you got to take care of your family, livelihood, make money, pay your mortgage, things like that, cars. But the fighters know who's a challenge, who's going to be an easier fight, and what the fans want. I mean, most of these fighters have social media accounts where you can easily, readily just go on Premier Boxing Champs Instagram or whatever, whoever's Instagram, and you can get a pulse, a read on what the fans want. So if Mikey Garcia did in fact say this about Easter Jr. doesn't have enough of a fan base, I don't like that, because if you would have put that at the Barclays, I think it would sell. You know what I mean? I would love to see it. Mikey Garcia's fought at the Barclays before. Actually, when he came back off that top-ranked sideline hiatus, he fought at the Barclays, right? He fought Broner at the Barclays. Robert Easter's fighting at the Barclays on a good card, the first real big card of the year. Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson. So to me, I agree with Easter if Mikey Garcia did in fact say that. As far as the money, I don't know. I don't know what he was being offered and why he didn't like it. But Easter Jr. is saying, I don't care how much it was and none of that stuff. Obviously, he's not trying to get ripped off, but he says, I wanted to fight. I want to prove myself. And see, this is the thing I noticed too, new media style. People say Robert Easter Jr. this or that. He lost to Richard Comey or Denis Shafikov or things like that. Those were close fights. Those are good competitive fights. No doubting that, right? But if he don't make it like Easter Jr. is an easy task for anyone in the division, You know what I mean? That's the thing that gets me with the fans. They'll say, "Oh, Mikey will kill him. Robert Easter, he lost to Denis Shafikov." Then make the fight. Like I said, 2018, we on some different shit. Let's see it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go back and forth about fight predictions and who would, shoulda, coulda, woulda for fights that could happen. Save that for, oh, what if Aaron Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard fought, or Floyd fought Hearns? You know what I'm saying? Those are some fairy tale imaginary fights that can't happen. Mikey is a champion at lightweight, and so is Robert Easter Jr. And unify. You know what I mean? Mikey didn't like the Golden Boy offer from Jorge Linares. Then he didn't like the offer. Apparently he didn't like it. Didn't like the money for the Robert Easter Jr. So he's choosing to fight against Sergey Lipinets. And again, I agree with Robert Easter Jr. I haven't heard Mikey say. All I heard Mikey say was he didn't like the money involved. But if he says that it doesn't make sense to fight Easter Jr. or he doesn't put no asses in the seats, he don't have a fan base, then that's a crock of shit as far as I'm concerned. Excuse my French. Just because, like Easter Jr. is saying, you can't say that he don't put no asses in seats, but then Sergey Lipinets does. You know what I mean? And this is what happens with casual fans when they start buying like different reasons and rationales and excuses made by the fighters. I remember they did the same thing with Gennady Golovkin. Erislandy Lara was pressing him saying, "Hey, I'll come up to 160 to fight you." And then you would get Abel Sanchez or something on the horn, and he'll do an interview saying, "Hey, it doesn't make sense to fight Erislandy Lara. He doesn't have a fan base." So Willie Monroe had a huge fan base. You know what I mean? Adama had a huge fan base. So that's when you can instantly shoot down the rhetoric, is when you put it in perspective. You can't say Easter Jr., who's attached to Adrian Broner, and he's doing his own thing as a champion in the division where Mikey's a champion, because Mikey's not a champion at 140. Right now, he's a champion at lightweight. So that would be a unification. Plus, as I've said from the jump, whenever this fight is mentioned, right, it already has a telling backstory, because big bro Adrian Broner lost to Mikey Garcia. I was at the fight. I covered it as media. So there's already a backstory. It's just like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Bad Kickboxer. Van Damme's brother gets put in the chair by Tong Po, and Van Damme trains to avenge that loss. You know what I mean? So it'd be just like some Hollywood movie, or Rocky IV, where Apollo Creed gets killed by Ivan Drago. If he does, he does. And then Rocky's training him out, Drago, and all that shit, right, to avenge Apollo Creed's death. I mean, it's the same thing as a Hollywood movie. You know what I mean? Big bro. Same thing happened with Broner when he lost to Maidana. They know he's friends with Floyd, so they said, "Oh, Floyd's fighting Maidana now. See if Big Bro can beat Maidana, because Lil Bro couldn't." So it'd be the same thing, but this time it'd be Lil Bro trying to get revenge for the About Billion stable. So I don't like that. I don't like the whole he's boring, he's a runner, he's not of interest, he don't put ass in the seat. Those things clearly aren't true. You know what I mean? Because I would love to see the fight. I mean, truth be told, I never knocked Mikey Garcia for fighting Sergey Lipinets, but if someone put two fights on two different plates, they said Mikey Garcia unification at lightweight with Robert Easter Jr., or Mikey Garcia moving up to 140 to fight Sergey Lipinets, who didn't even really look good. I was at his last fight too. He didn't even look good in his fight where he got the vacant IBF title. Then clearly I would pick Garcia versus Easter Jr. So interesting fight. Let me know how you guys will break down the fight. Hopefully we get to see it if Mikey beats Sergey Lipinets. But there's some good fights for Mikey out there. Robert Easter, Lomachenko, Jorge Linares. But obviously he has to get past Sergey Lipinets. But we got to stop with the, oh, this guy's boring, or he don't put asses in the seats. Because Sergey Lipinets, who's even heard of him? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he didn't even look good in his performance in his last fight where he got the title. So let me know what you guys think. Great unification, Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. Let me know if you think that's a lame excuse or if it's a valid excuse, and who would win, Garcia or Easter Jr. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego. the future of boxing.